we are going to be joined by a local Luton guest. It is a hijab-wearing artist from Luton who's supporting Milton Keynes-based charity Brain Tumour Research. Haleema Ali is taking part in Wear a Hat Day with Flowers after being inspired by the story of Amani Liaquat, who was also from Luton and passed away in February, aged 23, from a brain tumour. Haleema is going by her passion using hijabs and hats to help fundraise under Haleema the Hatjabi. And she's using art and education and activism to create social change. Haleema joins us now along with Amani's father, Khuram Liaquat, and Hugh Adams from Brain Tumour Research. Good evening, Haleema.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for joining us this evening. Haleema,
Thank you for having me.
Firstly, tell us about your campaign as Haleema the Hatjabi.
Yep. So I saw an advert on social media saying from Brain Tumour Research, and it talked about Wear a Hat Day with Flowers. And I thought, I love wearing hats. I kind of say I'm a woman of many hats or hijabs, and I've kind of got the sort of name, the Hatjabi. And I love flowers. I love kind of exploring nature. But more so than that, I'm an activist as well. And I try to kind of spread joy and try, to create peace in the world through creativity, through art. And I thought, if I could do something like as powerful as, spreading awareness about brain cancer through something very creative such as fashion, I think that was, a great thing to do. And more so than that, it was also because I remembered the story of Amani, who, as you mentioned, she was a local girl, an amazing campaigner. She was just, she came across as such a beautiful soul, and the fact that she, was riddled with this horrible illness, but then she was still trying to fight for change and fight for, more funding to be placed within, the brain cancer research. And I thought it's just such a powerful thing that she did, and sadly she did lose her life to this illness. And if I can do anything to help change that, and if I could do it through something as positive as doing something as fun as wearing a hat on Friday, I thought why not? And lots of people have been donating already, and I just hope we can do Amani justice and other people who go through this illness. Hopefully we can help them in some way.
I'm sure this campaign will definitely do that. But tell us, what are you expecting people to do on the actual day, and when is this campaign happening?
Yep, so it's happening the Friday that's actually just coming up. So if anyone wants to join, if you have any hats or if you want to create a hat, or if you have, let's say if you've got a hat already and you might wear a flowery dress, or you might create a flower and you might make a flower out of fabric, you might sew a flower onto your hat, you can make it out of paper, craft, whatever you want to do, just kind of combining that passion for flowers and then into hats as well, trying to come up with a little hatty fundraiser. So it's quite a fun way of fundraising actually, and people can share it on social media and tag in the Brain Tumour Research organisation as well. And hopefully get this message out there that, brain cancer does need more research, needs more money being pumped into it. And if anyone does want to join, there's a fundraiser as well. So a little fundraising page we've got going on. And if they want to, get joining in, by having their own kind of hatty fundraiser, they can do that as well. Go on the Brain Tumour website, so Brain Tumour Research website, or they can just, post the pictures and of them taking part as well. So, I'm an artist myself, so I'm hoping to do something quite creative, and I usually do art with my little siblings as well. So, hopefully going to create something nice for it.
Sounds super exciting, and definitely something I'd love to get involved with. We're also joined by Khuram, Amani's father, this evening. Good evening, Khuram.
Evening. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for joining us, Khuram. I've just had the pleasure of listening to Haleema, and she's definitely somebody who's been inspired by Amani. How does it make you feel when you hear Amani's legacy continuing like this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's the amazing thing is Haleema never met Amani, and she's been so inspired, and we've had numerous families contact us who've been touched by Amani, who've never actually met her. And, it just makes us so incredibly proud, not just of the people who continue to do the work, but obviously Amani as well. It doesn't detract from the fact that we miss her exceptionally dearly, because she would have loved to see, the impact she's made in the brain tumour community. And, but her strength, I think, and her willingness and dedication to fighting and making a change has definitely made an impact and, created so much more awareness about brain cancers and how it impacts so many families and devastates them.
I want to ask you a little bit about Amani. She was, I understand, very creative herself. So what do you think she would have thought of this event?
Yeah, she probably would have taken part and, wore a crazy hat herself. So, I think she'd certainly support Haleema. And that was her aim, throughout this journey, is that she wanted to inspire others, not just families going through the same grief we're going through, the same trials we're going through, but also to create awareness with other young individuals like Haleema, is that, look, it's a greatly underfunded cancer. It does actually affect a lot of young people. It's not just an old age disease. And there's a number of families that continue to fight this disease in Luton and outside Luton. And the only way we're going to make a change is by creating awareness. So she would have been, backed Haleema 100%. And, we're incredibly proud of Haleema, taking up this challenge.
Can I ask, does she have a favourite flower?
Her favourite colour's purple. I'm not sure about her favourite flower. So, if there's and I'm not a flower expert, so if there's a flower that's purple, she would have loved it.
Well, that, Haleema, I think would give you some inspiration maybe to add purple flowers on your hat. So, Khuram, tell me, are you going to wear flowers in your hat? Are you going to join in with the campaign on Friday?
Yeah, well, apparently my wife tells me I don't look good in hats, so I might take some convincing. But I'm sure I can, my girls and Yasmin probably will be wearing something quite fashionable, to on the day. So, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to get a round of applause from anyone. I might get more money if I don't wear a hat, to be honest, for Brain Tumour Research.
Bless you. Now, we're also joined by Hugh from Brain Tumour Research this evening. Hello, Hugh.
Hello, Shamisa. Hello, Haleema. Hello, Khuram.
Hi, Hugh.
Hi. We were talking with Khuram and Haleema about the type of hats they would be wearing. Are you going to join in with a hat as well, Hugh?
Well, I'm a big fan of hats. I've worked for the charity for 12 years, and one of the things that we've tried to do is make the hat as synonymous with Brain Tumour Research as the red nose is with comic relief. So I do actually wear a lot of hats, and I think they're bringing in the flowers as another sort of way of innovating and being creative. But as Khuram said, this is about change and this is about awareness. And we're so moved by our relationship with Amani and her family. And I met Amani and I met her mum. And just sort of talking and bringing out the areas that we need to discuss, which really are about funding for research into brain tumours. This is a disease that kills more children and adults under the age of 40 than any other cancer killer. So we need to do something about that. We can't let that statistic continue. And so the more that we can get out there and reach new people who say, oh, yeah, actually, I know about this. And I'm sure Fazana won't mind me saying that, she herself was affected by the disease and lost her father to it. So it's something that we need to keep pushing on. We need to make our awareness campaigns visible. We need to have fun when we do them, but remember why we're doing them and what the serious underpinning of the message is, and that's more funding into brain tumour research.
Indeed, and the event sounds really exciting. And I just want to ask Haleema again. Haleema, tell our listeners how they can get involved. And is it just Luton-based? Can folk across the counties get involved with this fundraising? Wear a hat with flowers?
Yeah, it's not just Luton-based, so people can actually sign up to create their own fundraiser page as well. So to go into the Brain Tumour Research page, they type up hat fundraiser or wear a hat day with flowers, it should come up. So yeah, they can create their own page, or they can support existing fundraisers that are going on. So if somebody wants to search up my page, it's Haleema the Hat Jarby. The Hat Jarby is, I wear hats and I wear hijab, so just a little fun play on words there. And yeah, they can literally just get involved by either supporting, donating, or if they want to wear their own hat. It might be a flowery hat, it might be, putting in flowers into their hat, or it might be using arts and crafts to actually put flowers into the hat, and just kind of try and think of something creative to do. And yeah, they can get involved. And it's Friday, the 17th of June, so the Friday that's coming up is the day, is a big wear the hat day. So, tag in the Brain Tumour Research organisation. And yeah, I think it's just a really powerful way of actually being able to, fundraise, but also raising awareness about this issue. My own family, we've got, I've got a brother who's got a very rare medical condition, and, just raising awareness about it and, having the support from the community has been so vital for us. So, when I heard about Amani, I thought, I just can, relate to how her family, what her family must be going through. So if I can do anything to help other families going through a situation where, they've got a loved one who's going through something really horrible, then, I'll do all I can. So hopefully this, does have a positive impact.
Definitely. You're a lady that wears many hats and you do inspire many around you. And I'm definitely going to be watching your social media. I'm a big fan of the Hat Jarby. Thank you so very much, Haleema. Good luck for the fundraiser, which is Wear a Hat Day with Flowers. And I want to thank Khuram and Hugh Adams for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much.